Welcome in, everybody. Here for a crossover MSL, Elk Grove Village versus Hoffman Estates. John Walls, I'm here with Joe Morton. Got in just in time for tip-off.
All right, little long work day today, but
That's all right.
better late than never. We're here.
Elk Grove starters today: Burns, McKinney, Jordan Miller, Mauro Garay, and Marty Matos. Starters for Hoffman Estates are Sertison, Vatzel, Fisher, Dobbins, and Stahura. Jump by Mauro, one by Hoffman Estates. Hoffman comes in 6-6 on the season. Elk Grove comes in 1-11. They won a game in the York tournament and have played better.
Yeah, I like coming out with that half-court pressure. You and I have both been hoping that a more aggressive defense.
Burns for three. It's in.
Oh, good start for Elk Grove. That aggressive defense sometimes gets your offense going. It gets you more into the game. So I like the way they've started out here.
Yeah, Elk Grove, there's Mauro. Mauro is all over the place. We've talked about Mauro in the past, Joe. Super athletic, can score underneath.
Has instincts for the ball, is what you saw right there to get that jump ball. And he's a good guy to have on the point of that half-court press.
The one thing that we've seen with Mauro over the years is he is super aggressive to the point where he can catch a couple quick fouls and then we sit for a while. That's what we got to keep him out of. Good pass to Jordan Miller underneath by Burns. Elk Grove out to a 5-0 start. Timeout Hoffman. That's a great sign.
It's a great start for Elk Grove. I like it. For the defense, I don't know if they usually come out with that aggressive defense. I usually haven't seen it. So that was maybe not in the scouting report. So they came out and got a couple turnovers right away.
Well, you can see the players too. You know, the assist, everybody's high-end energy. It definitely helps. One of the things Elk Grove, I've seen a few games and you have, they just have streaky scoring. And when I say streaky, I mean it's game streaky. It's not even quarter streaky. When they're on, there's nobody on that court right now that can't score points.
Right, and I like, just not to belabor the point, but I like that they're coming out aggressive defense. That can often result in your transitioning to a good start offensively.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Mauro's he's just cat-like. He is the guy you want out there. They break the press. Sertison for three, it's good.
But even there, I like that they came up with a little different pressure. They went man-to-man and showing different looks.
Good play, good take by Jordan Miller.
Really nice look by Burns.
Long pass that's out of bounds, should be Elk Grove's ball. Seems like Hoffman's in a man-to-man, right?
They're in a man.
It looks like 30 Stahura is guarding Jordan Miller, and I'm just going on size. That's a mismatch in Elk Grove's favor.
Right.
Devin McKinney underneath to Jordan Miller as we spoke.
Another nice look.
Yeah, good look.
They are getting really nice looks to the hoop. That's a good sign moving forward. Good stop pushing the ball up.
A little too much there. We control it, though.
If you don't have it, you pull it out. But I like that they're
So far, I don't know, maybe 3-4 possessions, Joe. They're looking at Jordan Miller every time, and I think they see the mismatch as well. Should be a block on Hoffman. Let's see what number.
On the baseline?
Yeah, Sertison, his first.
So I was reminded by A.D. Murphy that this is only one of the 3 crossovers that Elk Grove has.
I know they have Conant the last game of the year. It's always be a good game. Obviously, it's at Conant. I definitely want to see that one. Hopefully.
So while we were talking, Devin with a nice bank shot from out front.
Oh, good pressure by Miller.
I'm sure he called the bank from out front, but it still counts whether you call it or not.
It's still 7-3 on the scoreboard, right?
Yes, it is.
Matos over the half-court line to Devin. McKinney, he can live on that. Oh, good. Oh, the three by Burns.
The ball movement
travel, right? 3 seconds in the lane. Burns with a quick 6.
Well, we know he's a great shooter, and if he gets his looks, and if the offense has enough diversity to it where they can spot him up, he's going to be a threat there.
Yeah. I've seen Elk Grove win quarters. That's what you need. You got to kind of bury. When you get hot, you got to keep moving. Markey for 3.
Well, this start has been a result of their defense. I'm going to say that. They're confident. Now Markey Matos with a 3-pointer from the corner.
I'm guessing a turnover here, next time they get the ball.
Oh, nice defense.
Yeah, they're going to have a timeout.
Matos with the steal.
Is that McKinney in the corner?
I think that was Morrow in the corner with a miss. But they're getting good shots, and their defense is
Sertizen with a turnover.
Forcing turnovers. There's at least 4 turnovers thus far.
Excuse me, that was Vatzel with the turnover. So substitute here for Hoffman. Stahura out.
Smith Hernandez in. Now Hoffman with a little pressure here. Well, we know Matos can handle the ball really well.
We got a couple guards that can handle it for sure. Mark is very good at the ball handling. Trevor is good. But what I like today is there's some shots they're on, and that's what this team has needed.
Well, they're moving the ball. I mean, this is a very patient offense right here.
Jordan for 2 on a miss by Mauro Garay.
So Jordan with a couple baskets and several good looks early on, and he's battling the big guy underneath.
I think Jordan plays taller than he is, Joe, just with his strength and athleticism.
But he's up against
there it is.
Fisher, and Fisher is he's got size and athleticism to him. He's going to be a battle. That's going to be a nice battle to watch as we go here.
Krasinski 0 in the team.
So a really good start. The last time we were together, it was flip-flop. So this is a nice start for Elk Grove.
We could get Devin involved. I know he has a basket, but he has a super quick move baseline to the rim, and you'll see it before the end of the night, I promise you. 3 attempts. Elk Grove got fouled on the play. I can't see who fouled him.
Yeah, we were blocked there, but
0 Krasinski with the foul. Sorry,
with that
Joe.
threat of making already 2 threes and Markey with 1, they now have to. Hoffman's rushing out, and they got the foul on that.
Burns to the line for 3, I believe. Misses the first.
Yep.
We've seen inside points, 3-pointers.
Good ball movement.
Yep.
And an aggressive defense. And it's a really nice start for Elk Grove.
Burns has a nice shot, Joe, as we've talked about. Nice rotation. Gets on his toes. Again, though, he's part of it. When he's on, he's on. And when the team is off, they do struggle at times.
Well, he's found his, a shooter will often, if they can find their shot early, it sets a tone for the game, good or bad, or if he can't find them. But he's found his shot, and it's a good start all the way around.
And he's good play by Devin. Loose ball.
Oh, Morrow comes up with it as he often does.
We might have got away with a travel, but that's his aggressive style. That's the no-look pass to Burns is picked off. We got a foul, I believe, on Burns. Vatzel going to the line. Yeah, the foul's on Brandon. So Devin got his hand in down here on defense. Morrow comes in to save the day. He rolled with the ball. I think we got away with the travel, but we're not going to argue.
No, we're not going to argue.
Lane violation on Hoffman Estates.
So 22, Smith Hernandez, you can't break the plane of the top of the circle. And I think he just barely walked into that area.
Miss over to back against Morrow.
I'm sure Smith Hernandez will talk to him about that lane violation. Cost him a free throw.
Well, he followed that up with an over the back, so it's only his first.
So backcourt pressure from Dobbins on Matos. He breaks it. Looks like Hoffman is extending their defense a little bit. A little more pressure. They were
A little more energy, but Jordan Miller for
another good look.
layup. Might have been blocked. I don't think it was a foul whatsoever.
No, that was contested, but another good look though.
Botzel up, no good. Coach wants Elk Grove to push. A wide open shot for Devin if he wanted it. McKinney for two, misses, rebound.
He likes to get his shots on the move as opposed to spotting up.
Yeah.
So you can see that he just felt more comfortable dribbling and then pulling up.
Back to McKinney.
Inside to
Down to
Morrow.
Morrow. A lot of contact. Honestly, could have gone either way. I kind of like the no call.
I'm generally with a no call unless it's got to give the defender a chance to be aggressive with his defense.
Elk Grove 17-3 with 1:47.
Very good start. The points have been spread around. We have 8 for Burns, 2 for McKinney, 4 for Miller, and he's had many good looks. It's really nice to have that option. If you have an option inside, that opens up the perimeter shooters. So that's one reason why Burns and Matos have had those good looks.
The lone basket for Hoffman currently is a 3 by Vatzel. Excuse me, by Sertizen.
And then Matos has three as well.
Burns has 2 of them. You know what I like, Joe? There hasn't been any substitutions on the Elk Grove side, and I love that. If you're going to be hot, you're going to come out like this. There's plenty of time to substitute, take a timeout, whatever you need, but run with what you have until it wears out.
Right. These guys are young. They can play. They had a good start. You should reward them with some continuity, and they did that. They came out. Now we have our first sub.
Yeah, Mauro Garay out.
And
Jake Wizawadi is in. He's a sophomore, I believe, Joe. Just brought up not too long ago. I saw him down in York tournament. Good defender. I haven't seen much offense out of him, but I didn't see much of the game.
He's got a little size to him as well. Gets a rebound right away. That's good.
Smith Hernandez is really strong to the hoop and wasn't rewarded. Markey for 3. Matos is in. 20-3 Elk Grove, 1:27 left.
So they are getting the ball to the guy who's open at the right time, and they're knocking it down. They're doing a really good job moving the ball.
Looks like a little bit of a zone here, Joe, or?
Yeah. Well,
good play by Hoffman Estates.
That might have been a matchup zone. We'll have to look at that next time down.
Elijah Mitchell-Brown with the basket. He's a substitute from the starters. It's nice to come off the bench and score 2. Show coach you're there.
Well, that really helps for a guy off the bench.
Here's McKinney had that move that I was speaking of.
Matos again
for 3.
Another good look, though.
Mitchell-Brown.
They're feeling confident with their ball movement and their shots.
Yep.
Oh, big battle down here between Burns and Sertizen.
I didn't
nice.
see it.
It was a good, clean battle. Physical down low.
20-7, 27 seconds left. Coach is asking for 1 shot. We'll see some ball movement. Right there is where Devin usually can go left on a defender and get to the hoop, but we're asking for the last shot here. 13 seconds.
Matos up top.
Back over to Devin. Wizawadi at the top of the key.
That's
down
a good
to Devin.
time to, there we go. Nice move and a good runner baseline. Wow. That's one of the better quarters I've seen.
No question. 22-7 Elk Grove. I'll say it again. Devin, like you said, likes his points off of movement. But he catches more and more defenders pushing him towards the lane, and he'll go right around them, baseline, layup. And it's not like he has to do it once. He can do it all game if he's on.
Well, he got the pass in the right spot, and he was able, on the move, beat his man baseline and get a nice little runner. You can see that he's comfortable with that little runner in the lane. and of course moving his jump shot off the dribble.
So we got 4 scores for Elk Grove, which is just a great sign for hopefully a good evening. If somebody in games past, a couple may go cold, and a defender, they understand, hey, if my guy's cold, there's no reason to defend up like you usually would, and you can kind of double team the hot hand.
So there is a couple substitutions. Looks like Motley's in, number 30 for Elk Grove.
Wizawati is still in.
Wizawati's still in, and then we still have Miller, McKinney, and Matos.
I just think, Joe, with our lack of height, I feel like Jordan Miller has to play every single minute he possibly can. He just plays taller than he is. He's tough, but he is our presence down low.
Well, I also feel what they're doing is this pressure defense. If you're a smaller team, you want to use that. You got to use your advantage, which is hopefully quickness.
Travel.
Yeah.
Travel. Good defense. Matos Wizawati in out.
Your career as a ref is solid.
I'm not patched.
Well, we could work on that.
I've never missed a call from the stands, Joe.
And as a coach, you never missed a call either. From what
I've been thrown out of a couple.
Well, just because the guy was wrong when he was evaluating your analysis.
Exactly right. So straight man-to-man by Hoffman. So Wizawati's playing low. Miller's up top.
So there's a little more pressure from Hoffman here.
Yeah, it looks like a little more sense of urgency for sure. Elk Grove's getting away with a couple sloppy passes. What's it called?
And a good timeout. A good timeout. They were, as you said, the defense was extended a little bit. Devin tried to drive the lane. Their defense forced a bad pass, and then we were throwing the ball around. They were a little out of their rhythm there, so it's probably a good idea to challenge, to huddle up and realize that we're going to attack this defense maybe a little differently now.
So Elk Grove lost the game to Palatine early in the year. Palatine has a 6'7" junior, and they just played an in-out game. And I noticed Hoffman Estates lost to Palatine as well, and it was a whitewash. They don't have a ton of height either. They are taller than Elk Grove, but they don't have a ton of height.
Well, you can combat the height, but you really have to be aggressive in defense, and you got to play team defense. And we came out tonight doing exactly that. So we just want to maintain and keep Hoffman off balance.
Nice move by Markey. A little ball fake to the rim. Shot was off by Wizawati. Might be a little outside his range.
Yeah, I haven't seen him enough to know.
Blocking foul looks like on Miller. Just a hoorah to the line.
Yeah, so Miller got beat a little baseline. He had the guy had the jump on him, and any kind of contact, they're going to catch a foul there.
Jordan's first foul. Missed free throw. Botzel back in. Stahura out. Kurzinski out. Botzel in. Makes the second one, Joe. 22-8 Elk Grove. 6:50 left.
Matos handling the pressure fairly well.
Hoffman calling for a travel there. The coach almost jumped to half court.
There's some aggressive defense there.
Josh Motley with the turnover.
So we got Trevor Sprague and Mauro Garay coming in for the Elk Grove Grenadiers.
Motley and Wizawati out. Both just called up to varsity probably about a week ago, maybe at the start of that York tournament.
And Caden Dixon also in for the Grenadiers. So they have gotten the bench involved now, which, they gave those starters a little bit of.
Trevor getting posted up here, but I'm telling you, it's not going to work. Caught a foul there.
So there's a height disadvantage for Trevor, but we both know that he's tough as nails, and you aren't going to come out of that unscathed if you do get the ball in the post there.
Yeah, I never thought Trevor at his actual height, he plays easily 6 to 8 inches above what he is. He's just so quick. It doesn't matter how tall you are. He can come around and defend.
So they're either going to make a switch on D, or they're going to need a little help if that guy does get the ball in the post. So Hoffman now 22-9.
So Elk Grove needs a hoop here, Joe. We were at 22
at the quarter.
7.
At the quarter.
And this is what I've seen before, where they're hot on a quarter and then they just go cold. And I don't know why, but hopefully we can get something done here. McKinney for 3. McKinney. Dixon with the save.
Good
Gets
save.
it to Matos. Markey top of the key, out to Dixon.
They have to stay patient with their offense.
Yeah.
That's the key. Don't try to force something. Because they were moving the ball so well, and it came really easy early in the game.
Well, I think what we're seeing here is that this Jordan's not down low, so I would hope Morrow gets down there and starts opening up the lane.
Jordan was opening up the outside by being in the middle. There's a nice inside-outside.
A little flat.
A little flat, but we'll take it.
It goes in. What does rotation mean on a shot,
It means a lot. It means a lot. That's why that ball went in.
No question. Without rotation, that thing would have came back at him.
And to your point, they got the ball into Morrow in the lane, and then it went back out. So they do need to get the ball. Oh, Trevor's going to get called for another foul in the post, so they're posting him up.
Yeah, Hoffman is taking whoever Trevor's guarding and putting him in the middle. That was a bit of a ticky-tack foul. Not going to say he was wrong, Joe, but that's a tough call.
That's a very tough call for Trevor.
We got a hold?
It looks like a hold on getting through the pick there.
Who's it on? No numbers, Joe. I think maybe it was just
looks like they're giving it to
McKinney with good defense.
Morrow. They gave it to Morrow.
Strahura with the bucket. Second effort, fouled his shot.
All right, so 25-11, 5 minutes to go in the second.
Burns coming to the bench to get back in.
A tip pass, we got lucky, it came to Devin.
We just don't have that presence, as athletic as Morrow is, and that kind of shows that he'll get back up there. Outlet to Devin. Got away with a walk there, I think, for 3.
So
McKinney.
Another hustle play. So into Morrow, he misses the shot, he gets his rebound, he kicks it out, they make another pass. That was a Morrow hustle play that made that play. And then
looks to me Hoffman's offense's coach says, get the ball, get down court. They're not waiting for anything to be set up. It's almost like a fast break even after a made basket.
All right, kind of like a delayed break type of situation there. That keep the ball moving up.
Matos to Trevor. A lot of bodies in the paint for Hoffman. It's almost like a soft man. McKinnon's on fire for 3 again.
Another one.
Devin having a second quarter. 12 points for the game.
His stroke.
Yeah, see there, Joe, he goes for the steal. I like it, but he was not in the position to get that steal.
Well, if you don't have weak side help there, you need to have less gambling. Just play behind them.
30-15 Elk Grove in the second. Jordan Miller's at the scorer's table to get in. Devin McKinney fouled on the shot.
A nice move on the dribble, and he's, they're now having to run at him from the outside. Now he can use that quickness with the ball that he has.
So after this free throw, Joe, we're going to get some substitutes. I see Jordan Miller and Burns at the scoring table. I can't tell who's from Hoffman. We'll get him in, though. McKinney makes the first. Caden Dixon and Trevor out. Trevor with those 2 quick fouls. I don't agree with the second one, and unfortunately that's what happens. You get 2, you're going to come out.
Yeah, that was a tough matchup for him. He was he was giving away about 6 or 7 inches to number 30, and I don't have a number 30 on my.
Number 30 is Strahura.
Strahura. So Strahura, it was a tough matchup for him.
So Jordan comes in the game with 3 to go. He's got his first foul. Just called for a second, and it was a hold.
Yeah, they had their arms locked, and you have to unlock. They're going to tend to give that on the defender when two arms are locked there.
See, and this is what I mean, Joe. You get two, you got to come out, especially with 3 1/4. So Wizawadi in for Jordan Miller, and we're going to miss Jordan on offense. Well, on defense too, but.
Well, just his presence in the lane as an option.
Burns with a hustle play.
Nice hustle, tip pass, picks it up, and we're
Got to
gonna,
at some point get a jump ball, right?
We're going to
A
get
timeout.
Oh, yeah.
He did call it travel.
That's one of the toughest calls. He did have control and he was moving on the ground, so it's probably a good call, but it's really tough. You can't move when you have possession of the ball on the ground.
I'm surprised either coach didn't call a timeout. It could have gone either way. 31-15, 3 to go.
But to get back to Morrow, he stayed out of foul trouble, knock on wood, and and we've seen his impact on the game.
One of the most
I just jinxed him.
One of the most hustling guys for Hoffman is Cerdas, and he plays on that edge, kind of like our Jordan Miller. He is banging bodies down low.
So Hoffman is really focused on getting the ball inside. If you notice this quarter, they are pounding it inside, and now the fouls have reflected. It was, I think, 4 fouls to 1, and now they are in the bonus.
Morrow picks up his second, so Miller with 2, Morrow with 2, Trevor with 2, Trevor Sprague.
Still 15-point lead, 31-16 for Elk Grove.
Coach is talking to Wizawadi on where to be. You can tell that.
Oh, nice look back to
Burns
Burns.
for 3.
Good look, though.
A little flat on that, but it hit the front rim.
I think Elk Grove needs to have a little help on the post, defense. So Wizawadi, I think, gets the foul on the drive here.
Burns, call it on Burns. That's his second.
Oh, it's Smith Hernandez at the line, shooting 2.
Miss Wizawadi with the rebound. Gets it to Morrow. Gets it to Mark Matos.
Wizawadi has a nice feel for the ball on those rebounds. I like
He does. He played good defense at York when he was in. He got considerable minutes. Dead ball for Devin. Gets it to Morrow. We got 2 Elk Grove guys in the corner here, wide open. Kinney is feeling it. To Burns for 3 again. Good.
Nice look. Again, getting the ball to the shooter in the right spot. Now Burns is a great spot-up shooter, and he loves getting that ball and putting it right up.
I love that he missed less than a minute ago and had no promise putting it back up again.
Yep.
Strzezinski down low. Foul on Burns. He did what we used to tell him all the time. You can't come down with your hand. Even if you hit the ball, they're probably going to call it. If you come up, you're probably not going to get it.
It's just less noticeable, that's all. So Hoffman has really made a point of, one way or the other, getting the ball into the paint, and they've been getting fouled, and they're either scoring or getting a lot of free throws, and the foul situation is starting to mount a little bit for Elk Grove.
So Mara Gray out with his 2 fouls. Caden Dixon back in. Caden has a nose for the ball on defense, too. He can mop up a lot of rebounds.
Yep, he has some of that strength and athleticism.
We still have 3 shooters out there. Markey tripped up, loses the ball. Sertison.
Nice hustle play by Markey to come back and kick it out of bounds.
That's a really good play, right? Because he had the turnover, but ran 60 feet to make up for the mistake. That's what you need.
Right. A turnover with nothing. If he didn't, that would be a second mistake. But now...
Got a lot of fouls, Joe. 9. There'll be 10 fouls for Elk Grove, 5 for Hoffman Estates. And that is the direct result of what you said. Everything they've taken has been inside the free throw line in the second quarter.
So Elk Grove, I think, they were extending the pressure, and it was successful earlier. They mixing up their defenses. Right now, I don't know. I'd like to see a a zone, packing the lane a little bit, and forcing Hoffman to
outside shots, huh?
Yeah, just see if they can make them. I mean,
Vatzel makes 2 of 2.
so now a 14-point game for Elk Grove. 1:30 to go in the half.
We got to stay aggressive, but I'm not against running some clock here.
So when you mix defenses up, it does get, the offense has to adjust, set up a new, offensive scheme, and I think this might be a good time for Elk Grove to mix their defense.
Yeah, Hoffman's definitely in a kind of a little zone, little switch.
Well, they're man, but they're matching up, and they're easily leaving their man to get the guy. No one's getting open.
I love Devin going to the hole there. We took some time off the clock, probably about 30 seconds. But listen, there's been a lot of fouls called on Elk Grove down low. That doesn't mean Hoffman isn't going to foul us down there, which we just saw.
No, you stay aggressive and get the ball in the paint and smart with the ball, head fakes. You can get to the line a lot. And it's obviously been a point of emphasis for Hoffman after that first quarter.
Krasinski in, Vatzel in, Smith Hernandez in, Strahura in.
Missed free throw, and it's coming Hoffman Estates.
And Dobbins in for Hoffman.
See, I would love to see Elk Grove mix
sort of
up
pressure.
either pressure or switch up to a. Oh, then there seems.
This little half-court press.
Yeah, they were moving it a little.
It's a great move. Good rebound. No box out. There it is. Dixon with the rebound. 45 seconds. Let's see what coach wants to do here.
Sprague at the top, setting the offense up.
Looks like he is going for one unless they get some sort of layup. An easy bucket. Little motion.
Sprague on the wing.
Trevor using his body to shield the defender. Yeah, it's hard to run this against the zone, Joe. Trevor, he might have had a layup if he keeps going. Although, maybe too early.
Well, they're just waiting. So now they're getting close to their coaches and urging them on. A little awkward shot by Mark.
Dixon in with the rebound.
That's what Dixon brings to it. An offensive rebound, a tough physical putback, and you got your 17-point lead at the half.
The last 2 baskets in each of the quarters were Elk Grove with less than a second, and they were both on offensive rebounds. So we're at the half here, 37-20, Elk Grove over Hoffman. Anxious to see the second half, and we'll be back when it starts. Thank you. Welcome back, Joe. Tuesday night crossover MSL against Hoffman Estates. Elk Grove leading 37-20. Joe, in between the halves, we were talking, what do you think each team can do to combat the others and maybe possible changes?
Well, I think even though Hoffman only picked up 2 points in the second quarter, they changed their game of getting the ball in the paint and getting Elk Grove in pretty good foul trouble, actually.
Wow, what a nice play by Markey to Jordan Miller to Burns, and it just hit his fingertips. It was a wide open layup.
It was. It was a good look, just a little out in front of him. So we'll see if they keep him on. If I'm Elk Grove, I'm gonna make them shoot the outside shot on defense. They're getting the ball in a little bit too easy and getting to the free throw line. So let's see if they can keep him out of the paint in the second half.
Starters for Elk Grove the same as the first quarter, should say. Miller, Garay, McKinney, Matos, and Burns. Hoffman looks to have the same lineup. Stahura is in. Wasn't a starter, I don't believe. Easy layup there.
So Hoffman was very patient, and they get the ball inside. That's what they want to do.
37-22 Elk Grove.
Looks like Hoffman's in their same pressure man defense.
Miller up top, looks for Burns slashing through. Burns baseline, double team, kicks it out to McKinney for 3.
Good ball fake to get an open shot.
Yeah, it was.
Hoffman pushing it.
Yeah.
Thought he had another step there, but evidently not.
Evidently not, Joe. I know it's only a minute or two within the quarter, but you got Hoffman's beating us 4-0 in the quarter. Let's see what that ball. That's Elk Grove ball. I'm going to guess a timeout's coming soon unless we score on this possession.
Yeah, there was nothing there on the baseline. In fact, they had 2 defenders, so that means somebody. So they got to get back to that ball movement that was successful to start the game. McKinney now.
Yeah,
they're focusing on McKinney now.
Burns for 3. So McKinney has tried that twice, and that is really his patented move. Hoffman obviously has seen some tape on that because they are not going to allow it.
Well, 14 points in the first quarter or the first half doesn't help. That helps a coach to maybe focus on you a little bit more.
It's true. Burns with a good 3. Looks like a turnover here.
Yeah, good defense.
What a huge change there. If Elk Grove doesn't score on that possession, coach is probably taking a timeout. Instead, we hit a 3, come down. Hoffman makes kind of, an unfortunate turnover. And momentum's back on the Elk Grove side.
Well, Devin wanted to take the baseline, but the hardest thing to do is when you have it in your head that you're going baseline and then they stop you. You got to stop, and he pulled it out and found Burns for the open shot.
So there's your ball movement, Joe. Matos for 3, no good. Garay up and straight up for the rebound.
Nate Fisher is a big body.
3-point play attempt here. Jordan Miller might have picked up his 3rd. That would not be good for the Elk Grove team.
That's a tough call. He looked like he was established on defense there.
Caden Dixon running to the scorer's bench.
But our angle here 94 feet away doesn't really probably give me the best angle on that.
You don't have to apologize, Joe.
Right. He just looked set to me.
He did look set. I was watching the sophomore game, and the coaches were screaming because you see it all the time. The defender starts to fall before he's even touched, and referees are not going to give you a charge on that. Got a jump ball. That's a good call.
Yeah. Jordan Miller getting the rebound, but getting tied up on it.
Smith Hernandez in. I believe this was their starting lineup.
Nice out of bounds play. Got to open.
Watts is a player. I've been watching him down low. He plays taller than his height, too.
And he's got 11, leading Hoffman. So ball movement is going to be the key for Elk Grove. Keep that ball moving.
Burns for 3 again. Misses. Rebound.
Short.
Fisher throws an elbow.
Oh, a little hip check.
Got away with it. Well, he didn't connect. If he connects, it's probably a foul, right?
So
that's a travel, I think.
We just saw.
Coach called timeout.
I think it's a timeout for Hoffman, but I just saw some nice help defense. McKinney, they had a switch, and McKinney got his hand on the ball when they were getting down. Their whole purpose there was to pick and roll and get the ball to the big man going to the hoop. McKinney made a great play to break that up.
40-28, Joe. 4:51 left in the 3rd. That was a Hoffman timeout.
Yeah, Hoffman's going to come out. This is going to be a fun finish, I think, here.
We'll see if Burns can stay hot. McKinney obviously is collecting double teams as we go. We could use Morrow to kind of maybe pick up a little scoring for Jordan Miller. He's more than capable.
I would love to see Elk Grove switch their defenses up, make Hoffman make adjustments to them.
Fisher with a shot off. Smith Hernandez with the rebound. Calls a foul.
Oh, that could have easily been a jump ball.
Easily. They're actually talking about this one. No shot.
On the ground.
Morrow, the blocking foul. Morrow's got 3. Wizawati in, Garay out. So now we have our 2, probably our biggest players that are going to be on the bench. So we're going to have to kind of use our small lineup. Beat them with speed.
Smith Hernandez with the miss on the first one. So Garay is staying in, and Dixon coming out.
Good. I'm kind of glad to see that. We can't let Elk Grove can't let this. I don't want to say get away, but we need some presence down low.
Well, Morrow just has to play without total reckless abandon and avoid his normal aggressive defense. Ought to be fine.
Wizawati to McKinney. McKinney for
wide
3.
open.
Didn't pick up the rim right away. He's kind of looking down at the ball. The pass wasn't really where he needed it, but.
Well, we've seen McKinney since freshman year. His shot is so much smoother.
Yeah.
His form.
Botzel just out hustling all the other 9 guys in the court. Fisher with an easy layup.
All right, so we got a 40-31 game now, 9-point.
Lead's cut to 9.
And Hoffman's doing it with just aggressive defense, and they're staying with their same.
Was it Waddy McKinney?
I like the ball movement.
Morrow's got blocked down low. Burns.
Good move though.
Nobody there. It's a travel.
Yeah, if you're moving on the ground.
Wizawadi on Smith Hernandez. Botzel getting guarded by Burns. Matos has Dobbins. There's your down low game for, good block by Burns.
Exactly. Nice help. See, when Hoffman gets the ball down low, Elk Grove needs to double team and get more bodies down there.
Wizawadi had position, jumped and made the foul, and that's just, I think this might be his 3rd varsity game. He's going to be a good defender. He's just learning varsity levels, just a little more pushing and shoving, and you can get away with it.
And he's got to learn.
Yeah,
and he's getting that experience, so that's going to pay off in the next year or 2. So Miller's in for Garay. And we have a 6-point game now. I'm going to say it again. I would love to see Elk Grove mix their defenses up a little bit. Give them a different look. They're really comfortable in their offense right now. You never want to see a team comfortable with running their sets.
Yes. In the beginning of the game, Elk Grove was very successful on running
that half-court trap.
Half-court trap. It helped them out greatly. Ill-advised pass by Devin. He makes a good steal.
Good hustle back and forth. Back. What an exchange. I think 3 turnovers back to back there.
I think Wizawadi, he's just going to have to get used to the speed of varsity. He will.
I like his game, though. He's got the body for it, and he's going to be a player.
Yeah, I agree. Miller playing with 2 fouls. Miller with 3 fouls. Burns playing with 2, and Coach Orem calls a timeout. 6-point lead.
That's a good timeout. They are not looking comfortable on offense right now. And so Hoffman is going to keep that aggressive defense, and we have to be patient. We got to get back to moving the ball and taking care of the ball a little bit. It's been a little sloppy the first part of this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and for the quarter, it's Elk Grove 3 fouls, Hoffman none. And unfortunately, those fouls are on some of our more minute players.
And that's a continuation of the 2nd quarter. It's been a formula that's worked well for Hoffman. Get the ball, be physical. They have a taller, more physical team. Get the ball inside and go at it. And they're inching their way back with it.
Yeah, I don't see Hoffman going away from that until Elk Grove can make a couple consecutive stops.
In the 2nd quarter, if they didn't pick up a lot of ground because Elk Grove did find the open man and we're knocking down some of those 3 balls. But now we've gone cold and a little flat on offense, so this game is tightening up.
I'd like to see Jordan Miller out there. I know he has 3, but he just, to me, from what I've seen, he really is kind of the glue to this team. Plays with an edge, plays taller than he is. He can score, he defends. He's not afraid of anything.
I'd like to see a nice aggressive 3-2 zone defense for Elk Grove, but I'm not sure if that's even in their repertoire.
Or maybe some sort of press after a made basket.
Nice backdoor pass by Maltos to McKinney.
Devin will want that back.
So I definitely saw that foot move there. So that was traveling, but I can't see everything.
He was only 3 feet away.
Right.
Wizawadi, they're going in underneath. Good rebound by Jordan. Good defense by Wizawadi.
That was good defense. They need to double team people in the post.
Markey dribbles into the lane. No good. No pressure yet from Elk Grove. Smith Hernandez wide open.
Good help. See, that's what I was looking for is double teaming, getting more bodies in the lane. They're focused on getting the ball in the paint there, and McKinney had a nice steal.
Get it to Miller down low. He's going to take something, I guarantee it. Gets it with the foul. Joe, that's his strength. I mean, he's just so strong.
He's given up length and height to Smith Hernandez, but he just overpowered him in the post and got the foul.
You know, he makes this. That's just a huge bucket in the game.
Well, Elk Grove needed to get a bucket. They're starting to be a little disjointed on offense, and that was a good set right there, getting the ball in the post to Miller.
Miller
and finishes the three-point old school
old
way.
Fashioned, right?
Old-fashioned way. I like it.
Jordan doesn't miss many free throws, and I'm not even going to think that I jinxed him because he's that good at free throws.
Yeah, we got to stop jinxing the players.
Hoorah for 3. Rebound. Hoffman back in.
So a bad job of getting inside on Elk Grove's part to block him out, but he is a big force.
Nate Fisher, I want to say, only had 4 at the half and now has 13. He's had a great third quarter, and we're not even done yet.
Nice look.
To Miller.
So Burns has impressed me tonight with his ability to pass the ball to a guy on the fly after they stop him on his drive. He has found the open man where the guy has a good look, and Miller is the beneficiary here.
Yeah, it looks like Jordan just understands we need something down low.
Well, if you can get baskets easy around the hoop or at the free throw line, those are the easiest ones to get, and it'll open up the 3-ball that Elk Grove was finding in the first half, but doesn't seem to be coming as freely in their offense in the second half.
1 of 2 for Miller. Hoffman, Vatzel had the most, probably had his little run in the second quarter, and Fisher has basically taken over for Hoffman in the third.
And Dixon in for Miller. Hopefully Miller's just getting a break for the rest of the third quarter. Maybe we'll see him.
Yeah, a minute left. I like it.
I would love to see Elk Grove force Hoffman. They are just focused. I'd love to see the shot chart for this since the first quarter for Hoffman. I'm guessing 95% of their shots are within the paint area.
Matos picks up his second.
Nice inbounds, the same inbounds play, and Vatzel that's the second time he's got that jump shot from the left side.
Vatzel with 14, Fisher with 13, and they're just trading to see who's going to lead the Hoffman in scoring. Next closest player has 3, Stahura and Sertizen.
So we got a 5-point game here. Elk Grove's looking for the last shot of the quarter.
26 seconds left. We got 3 shooters on the court for sure.
Be nice to get Matos or McKinney going to the hole and then kicking it out to Burns.
Yeah, in a couple seconds, Grove coach is going to have everybody hit the baseline after the screen.
7 is a good.
McKinney wide open, drives baseline, floater, and
nice
good.
Runner.
Elk Grove has done a phenomenal job tonight. Scored 2 points on every single possession within 2 seconds of the half.
They run it down to the right time. You don't give Hoffman any time to get a shot the other way, and you got McKinney going to the hole with that nice little runner that he's so good at, and he's got 16 points. Nice
Burns,
day for him.
Yeah, Burns with 14. So listen, if Devin doesn't make that shot, right, it's a 5-point lead, and Hoffman's going to have the ball. I mean, that's just a huge basket.
Yeah, this game is, we're seeing Hoffman inch back into the game, and we got ourselves a nice finish here, fourth quarter.
Yeah, we lost that quarter. We won the first quarter big, lost the second quarter by a point, like you mentioned, and we lost the third. Now, 6-point lead. I'd love to see Elk Grove just win 3 quarters in the game. That's kind of been their MO.
Well, the fourth quarter is a good one to win.
Always.
So this is going to be
Coach Orem comes out with Miller.
So Miller just had that quick little break.
Yep. Wizawati, Burns, Matos, and Devin McKinney.
Hoffman coming out with their same 5.
Looks like straight man-to-man. Devin was wide open there.
Nice ball
Miller.
movement. Nice ball movement.
It's funny, Miller gets the ball. It's an easy layup. He goes two-handed, looks back, and is trying to wait for the foul. He just knows he's strong enough it's not going to affect him.
So a nice backdoor cut and pass from Matos, but Burns with the additional look to get the guy, to get Miller for the layup.
Jordan with the rebound to Matos.
A big takeaway is Burns passing. He's really done well today. Matos with a strong drive and a good look to Miller again. Ooh, nice look again, though.
Defender got a little piece of that ball, I believe. I don't think there was any body there.
No, this is how they started the game, though. This is a good way to start. If you're not going to get it, you're not going to convert on every one, but they're getting the good shots to Miller in the lane. Good straight up D by Miller again.
One of the first shots Vatsel's missed all night. Morrow Gray coming to the scoring table. I'm going to guess it's for Wizawati. Makes a little sense. We just got to watch our fouls here. Fouls are 4-2, Elk Grove. That's always the one you don't want to lead in, but we seem to.
So we're seeing now full court man pressure.
Yeah.
Burns
can handle the ball.
breaking it down on the sideline. Now get into their sets. There's no hurry there.
No, I wouldn't mind seeing stretch some clock.
It's a tough look in there. You got to throw it away from the defender.
Yeah.
The defenders go over your left shoulder. You got to throw it to that right side.
I believe that was Dobbins, right, Joe?
Yeah,
Number
he's
23.
got long arms.
Good
nice
player.
reach.
Very good player.
So Hoffman out of bounds, trailing by 9.
Ooh, they packed the middle and got a turnover.
They did pack the middle. That's what we need to do, I think, because
Smith Hernandez with the ball on Morrow Gray. Vatzel.
except for Botzel, I would love to force some outside shots from Hoffman.
Yeah. There is Vatzel.
And he missed.
Yeah,
A little
nothing.
long, a little
Little
heavy
long.
there. No hurry now, so I like how we slowed it down a little bit. Matos, McKinney, Gray in the baseline.
Ooh, Markey was open. I don't know if he'd have gotten to the hole, but Burns is wide open and has been for 3.
Good look. Another good look, though.
Excuse me, Sertison boxing out Morrow probably 15 feet from the rim. That's how you do it.
So Morrow battling Fisher down low for that pass, and
Elk Grove gets the possession. Coach Luke Yano over at Hoffman just seeing something he didn't like and just screaming to get attention. So we had a turnover back, and burned about 35, 40 seconds, but we do need to score. McKinney
nice
for 3.
look. Good hustle by Matos to get the
Good
ball.
hustle. Timeout, Coach Orem.
Good timeout.
48-39 equals a 9-point lead by Elk Grove. 5:29 in the fourth.
And refocus the team a little bit. They're moving the ball. So this fourth quarter it looks a lot like that first quarter. Miller's getting a lot of looks underneath, and they're moving the ball, and they're finding shots. They've missed a couple here, but you find those shots, they're going to go down. You get the good ones.
Foul trouble only. Garay 4, Miller 3. Anybody else on either side has 2 or less. I truly believe Coach Orem's just got to run with Garay and Miller till either run at the end of the clock or they foul out, one way or the other.
Right. You're not worried about fouls. You just want to have the right personnel out there right now. And he's got Garay back out there. So the same 5 for Elk Grove. Looks like the same 5 for Hoffman.
Same starting 5, correct, for both teams.
Really impressed with Miller's play today. Opening the game up by having an inside,
Marco.
nice,
Morrow,
strong.
Garay. That's his game, Joe. I told you, I really thought he could have been an all-conference player, but he just gets into so much foul trouble. But he is athletic.
Well,
as
we've
anybody in
seen
the
him
gym.
do that move since he was in 6th grade.
Yeah.
And he's got a strong drive, and he battled right through the defender and got the easy hoop.
Dobbins to the hole for 2. Flew right past the Elk Grove defender. There was zero help for Markey.
It goes against a lot of coaching philosophies to want to have another nice move by Miller.
Oh, and he takes a frustration foul, which will give him 4. Yeah, Jordan was frustrated for missing that layup.
They have gotten him the ball in position all night, and he's converted. He's got 9 points, a bunch of rebounds, but almost more importantly, it's opened the outside shooters up, having that inside presence.
Miller has 9. He's played more than that. If I'm the Hoffman coach, I got to take it to his guy and try to get him out of the game. I really do.
Well, the value that he brings is opening, having that inside presence, and he can post, and he can draw defenders, and they kick it in, and they have that option on offense.
Mauro Garay picks up his 5th down underneath. That'll be it for him tonight. Caden Dixon and Mauro leaves with 2 points. They were big 2 points that we just witnessed, but he brings more than that, his energy.
Oh, the defense, the steal, the hustle, the rebounding.
Yeah.
Just battling right to the end. That's what he brings.
Smith Hernandez for 1 of his what will be 2.
It's an 8-point game, 50-42. Elk Grove just has to stay aggressive now and be patient, protect the ball. You're going to see a little more pressure from Hoffman.
I almost wish they'd turn off the scoreboard so Elk Grove can just play 4 minutes of ball. Don't look at it. You got
to stay aggressive and just protect the ball. That looked like a little.
Markey just got hammered. That's a travel. Coach called timeout. What are they going to call it?
I don't know what to call. I missed.
If he gives them the timeout, it'll be 2 missed calls in 1 play. So he called it out on Hoffman Estate. So it is Grenadier's ball.
That looked like the right call.
Yeah, we're going to get a full court press here.
So we just have to take care of the ball, be aggressive, and protect the ball.
Devin's got to get it in here. He's at least at 4.
That was close.
It was close.
So Markey they leave him alone in the backcourt to bring it up. No problem.
Fotzel on Markey.
Hustle foul on Kurzinski.
Nowhere near the bonus. Fouls are 7-2 in favor of Elk Grove, which is the one you don't want to lead. Jordan Miller
Back out to McKinney.
Jump pass. Jordan just trying to get there. Looks asking to get if he got fouled. Stahura with a good steal.
I like what he was trying to do. He's trying to just, the game's being played inside, and usually he's on the free throw line right there.
Yeah.
So that was not a bad.
Smith Hernandez with a shot. Miller with the rebound. Out to McKinney. Still 7-point lead down to 3:30. Little motion.
Burns, nice ball fake.
And a foul. He went right
was,
around him. It's what the coaches can't stand, Joe, is you get to the spot too early and you can still get somebody, the offensive player can go right around you, and then you attempt to fall, and it's just an obvious an obvious block.
Burns did a great job of avoiding the contact there. That's why he didn't get the charge.
Yeah.
He had a nice little fingertip as he was avoiding contact. That was a nice drive by Burns.
Burns with his 17th point of the game, and that couldn't have come at a better time. He kind of had a couple possessions without any points. Elk Grove up by 10 with 3:11 to go.
So now you're going to see, good defense.
That was Caden Dixon with the D.
Caden Dixon with getting his hand on it.
Burns
another nice look.
Jordan.
Oh.
I don't know how he's not at the free throw line right there.
But again, another good. See, what this team is not getting down. When they turn it over and it goes the other way, they're staying with it.
Yeah.
It's a good quality. And Burns with another good look and find with Miller under the basket there.
Nate Fisher in. Badal out.
We're close here on the 5, but Miller gets the ball.
Well, now we got to worry about 10. Oh, there we go. Gets a grab.
So we're going to start seeing a more aggressive defense from Hoffman. Now the clock is going to start to be a factor.
Yeah, Smith Hernandez with the foul that gives Hoffman 5. They're 1 from the bonus. Hoffman's already in the bonus.
So we need to take care of the ball, be strong with the ball, and we'll be shooting free throws.
We got some shooters out there for sure.
Oh, tip pass.
Bad turnover there. Dobbs, that's going to be Elko's ball, and I disagree, quite frankly.
I thought Burns hit it out.
I did too. I know we're 94 feet away, but
and my eyes, I'm sure, are perfect,
I think
right?
Hoffman should be upset at that call, honestly.
All right, Matos with the ball. You feel good with him with this pressure.
Markey picked up his
I
dribble.
like the back. Oh,
got to be strong with the ball, right, Joe?
yeah, that was a good by Vatzel. Good. He left his man totally. He was in a spot that Burns was not expecting.
Right.
No one said anything, and he got the steal.
So I believe it'll be Vatzel at the line for a one-on-one. Yes, it is.
He's had himself a nice game.
14 tonight.
He's been the big threat from the outside, from the perimeter, open it up a little bit for Hoffman.
Vatzel makes his first.
And they're in the bonus now for the rest of what we have here.
Yeah, nobody at the scoring table for either team. I think coaches are going to run with this lineup until told otherwise. Vatzel makes 2.
Nice looking shot by
Yeah,
Vatzel.
good player, real good player.
So
Impressed.
taking care of the ball and shooting free throws is what this is going to be for Elk Grove right now.
Devin trying baseline. They've sniffed that out. Burns for 3. Huge
Nice
3.
look.
Brandon Burns for 3 drops it at the most opportune time.
That was big.
20 for Burns.
That can be a
Answered by Nate Fisher's
Nate
2.
Fisher with a little baseline shot that we didn't know he had.
Hoffman's got some athletes. I'm telling you, they got some good players.
So Matos, they should be taking their time. Eat a little clock. We don't have to.
Minute 50. Devin for 2. No.
Oh,
Dixon
just,
right
Dixon
over the
just
top.
way up high over the top.
Down to Nate Fisher, and why not? Missing no. Dixon with the rebound. Matos.
So if I'm Elk Grove, I'm just slowing it down a little bit. You still want to be aggressive. You still want to look for a shot.
It's a 9-point lead.
But you don't have to rush. You don't have to hurry for anything. Good pressure defense by Hoffman there.
Yeah. Pass was on the left shoulder. McKinney was looking for on the right shoulder. Tipped and it hit the ref.
We have gone backdoor successfully numerous times. This is a good time. They're going to be overplaying every pass. So this is a good time to almost play the backdoor cut.
Any ball fake you know they're going to try for. Vatzel runs into a
Travel.
wall.
Nice. That's the kind of defense that I was looking for from Elk Grove. Get somebody to double team the guy in the post, make them kick it out and shoot an outside shot. So really
Dixon
nice job there.
That was close. Still is close.
It's
got a reach foul on Elk.
And he might have got bailed out a little bit there.
Smith Hernandez. Excuse me. Reach foul on Dobbins. He did get bailed out.
But again, we're still another foul from being in the bonus. 16 fouls.
1:11 left, up by 9 with the ball. Nice play there.
No need to shoot unless they give you something. There we
That's
go.
the foul we want.
So Matos, being a good ball handler, kept it in his hands, and eventually they had to foul him.
So we make these free throws, and any future free throws, this is an easy end. This is where all the practice comes in over the summer, over the years.
Protecting the ball and making free throws.
Yeah. You can single-handedly bring your team a win with free throws alone. Makes the first. Elk Grove up by 10. That's Matos' 7th point on the evening.
You know, they have a couple big scores with McKinney and Burns, but there's been a lot of people in the scorebook tonight.
Yeah. Matos makes a second. 2 big free throws, up by 11. Down to 1 minute to play. Vatzel with a 3.
Vatzel. Nice looking shot.
Oh, man. He is a good player. He is a good player.
They're going to have to go away from their game plan. They're going to have to start firing up shots, and they may even be looking at the long ball now to get back in it here.
Yeah.
But 8 points, a minute to go. It's not over. We got a lot of game left.
Vatsel's 19th point of the day gets them within 8 with 57 to go. So the fouls, both teams are 7 and 7, Joe. So they're both in the shooting bonus, 1 and 1s. And I think Elk Grove will probably be at the double bonus before this is over. I gotta believe.
Well, they're going to probably try to extend this game. So you extend the game by going for steals and foul if you don't get the steal.
Right.
So we're going to see a lot of possessions in this last minute.
Yeah, I've been impressed with some of the Hoffman players. They came out flat in my mind, and then in the second quarter you can tell they're an athletic bunch and they know what they're doing. They might have just dug themselves too big of a hole by coming out flat. They have some athletes, there's no doubt.
Well, Elk Grove, to their credit, Hoffman was grinding it down inside, getting fouls for the second and third quarter, beginning of the fourth, and Elk Grove kept on finding their man, hitting a shot, seeing Miller, Burns hitting a lot of threes, McKinney hitting shots. Those two that kept the offense, kept the scoring going. The ball
McKinney with the ball, Caden Dixon, Devin coming down, splitting the team. There's your foul.
So that's what you're going to see. You're going to see if they don't get a steal in the first 1 or 2 passes, they're going to foul.
Yeah, you're not going to see much Elk Grove down low here. I think Coach Orham's going to keep them out, free throw line extended, and we'll see if Hoffman even lets us get to that point, like you said.
McKinney, whose shot really looks improved.
Yeah. This is the first, 58-50, 50 seconds left.
Nice steal by Burns on the baseline.
Yeah, Vatzel saw something and he just missed.
Tough. Matos was under a lot of pressure, saw the open man.
Yeah, Dixon's tall,
Dixon,
but he's not that
he's
tall.
He's not that tall. That's a tough pass.
Yeah.
Oh, nice steal by Matos.
Really big steal for Elk Grove.
You stay aggressive.
Down to Dixon.
Oh, nice
For
little
2.
scoop.
That puts him on the board for 4.
Yeah, I like staying aggressive like that. Oh, a bank.
Runner
by
3
Vatzel.
for Vatzel. I heard a whistle, Joe. It's up the other end of the court. I'm hoping that's a timeout, not a foul.
It's a timeout. Hoffman wants to set up their full court press after that 3.
Elk Grove finds themselves up fourth quarter, 60-53, 16.3 seconds left. And it'll be Elk Grove's ball.
So they're putting a lot. So the last couple times you've seen the long pass, there's been open men coming down the court. So maybe they're devising a play to, they're pressuring the ball and they're pressuring in the front court. Maybe you get a long pass and you can beat the press. So we'll see what they end up with.
To see Miller maybe in the middle at half court as kind of a safety release valve. We'll see. It's great that Elk Grove is in this game, as you know. They're able to finish here. It'll be a really good win for the program. It really will. It's nice
every
to see
conference win is big. That's why these crossover, maybe the rivalry isn't as strong as the teams in the East, but it's a conference game, and it counts on the conference record. So a really good win if they can pull this out and hold on here.
Starting 5 except for Caden Dixon, who's in. Matos with the ball. Gets grabbed, no foul. They finally got him. I think Dobbins was a little upset. He grabbed Marky Matos' jersey and the guy didn't call it. Wasted another 2-3 seconds. Nate Fisher in. Smith Hernandez out. Excuse me, not Smith Hernandez. The bottle is out.
And Matos for 1 in the bonus. It's good to get that first one.
Yeah, for sure. Got it.
And he gets it. Nice smooth release by Markey.
Lead goes to 8 with 12 to go. Coach Orum's taking all his players and put them in the backcourt.
Okay, that's...
With that free throw, Matos reached double figures on the night for 10.
Oh, nice turnover.
Yeah, that was the pressure.
So I do like that. They didn't just sit back in there.
Right.
They're staying aggressive. Don't foul, but be aggressive, and they got a steal there. They got a turnover.
I don't think Vatzel had any idea he was going to get triple
No,
teamed with the ball.
I think that's a real smart move.
Good play to get it to Jordan Miller. Probably your best, he is your best free throw shooter. 9-point lead, 7.5. Jordan makes this one, Joe. I think you're looking at a win.
I think you might be looking at a win if he misses. But he could get him to double figures, and you'd have 4 double-digit scores for Elk Grove.
This is the first, but he's going to get the second.
Because now the double bonus is in play. Been really impressed with Miller today, though.
Yeah.
Really impressed.
Yeah, he is legit.
Long
three by Smith Hernandez. That's it, Joe. Elk Grove gets her second win of the season, winning 62-56, the crossover of Hoffman Estates. To your point, essentially, I think they had 5, 6, 7, 8, probably 9 or 10 players that scored on within tonight's game. That's what they've needed here in the past.
Yeah, 3 double digits, 9 for Miller. A good all-around team effort, and it was set from the very beginning with the defense, the steals, and the aggressive first quarter. That set the tone for the whole game.
It did. Well, we're glad to see Elk Grove get their second win of the season. I thought Hoffman played really well. I can suspect they'll be winning a few games on their side of the conference. And
that was well-fought, well-played game. That was a good game.
Well, thanks, everybody, for joining Joe and I. I hope to do a couple more telecasts here if we can, and we appreciate your watching us. Elk Grove wins 62-56. So long, everybody.
All right, thanks.